welcome to episode number 4 of the Realty Life Podcast. This is your host, Adam Kitt and
Noel Fildy, and it is actually episode 4. You're right, I was wrong. But so we had the quasi episode that we shot in the conference room, and
Okay.
where we were just kind of testing the format and stuff like that.
Sure.
So I had that up in my head.
Yeah, and then you tried to tap on our open house, our virtual open house. It was live in location at one of our listings, and you wanted that to be an episode. I mean, you're just hungry for more episodes. But I tell you what, give it enough time.
The content is good in all of them, including the open house. So.
That's true. Listen, hey, last week, not only was I wearing this shirt, which I just realized today, but I was also coming to you from a galaxy far, far away last week. And we were so inspired by that. And Noel just got really cold in the Alps. So
I was in the Alps, and it was a rough time up the Alps. It's typically very cold up there, as you can imagine. And all I had with me was a short sleeve shirt. So I've come to the garage in my galaxy far, far away. I've been cranking on the old land speeder there.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing piece of
well, me and
artwork.
Chewy just flew down on the old Falcon there, and we landed at Star Wars Land at Disneyland. It's closed right now, so we have unlimited access.
Carte
It's
blanche.
Wonderful.
Carte
Yeah.
blanche. You can do whatever you want.
Pretty
Hey,
amazing.
So give me a kitten update, man.
Oh, boy.
What's going
Okay.
on?
So last week we told you that we rescued a little litter of kittens. It was abandoned. So we found them in our garage. Don't know how they got there because there's no real access points, but they were in pretty rough shape, to be honest. Little baby cats. Mama cat couldn't be found. We did lose 2 of them, which is fairly typical.
Is someone gonna find them?
No.
Oh
They're
no!
not-
Oh, that kind of loss.
Not to be found anymore.
Lost.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. But the good news is that 2 of them are thriving, and they're getting fat and like little kittens should be, and they're starting to waddle around on their awkwardly long back legs and short front legs. And yeah, one of them is polydactyl, which means that there are.
It's not a pterodactyl.
Not a pterodactyl. That's maybe where the first 2 went. It was a pterodactyl. No, one has 6 fingers, or 6 toes on the front paws, and an extra one on the back.
So it's the kitten with 6 fingers.
And so we named the other one Inigo Montoya. and
Yes.
so we have Inigo Montoya and the 6-fingered man, and so it's great.
For those of you out there that are not quite the movie aficionados that Adam and I,
Yes.
that is The Princess Bride, which, by the way, I watched last weekend.
It's you know what, you can watch that almost every
You
weekend
can.
and be happy.
You can.
And for those of you who don't know, it's Inigo Montoya. His father was killed by a 6-fingered man.
Yes.
He's on the hunt for this man. He says, when I finally find the 6-fingered man, I will go to him and I will say, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. So hey.
Greatest movie. Carrie Elwes is so great.
Yeah,
And Robin Wright Penn, she's an amazing actress. I've loved her for years and years, but she is so beautiful as Princess Buttercup.
Pretty sure.
Boo!
Queen of putrescence. Anyway, we can quote that movie all day long.
All day.
But hey, you've been doing a lot of really cool things on your own personal Facebook. You've been like cooking like a maniac.
Cooking like a maniac. I'm doing home improvements. So the home improvement I did, and I just painted the chimney. Let me see if I got those pictures around here. I just have to find it. There it is. Boom. Share. And these are, am I sharing it?
You are.
I am. That's good because I'm not saying. So this is my chimney wall downstairs. So it's really cool. I've got this chimney that goes upstairs and downstairs. My master bedroom is right above this. And it's basically the same setup. It's very cool. But I painted that a very pronounced, they call it smoke, you call it navy. And my son thinks there's green in it. Apparently it hits all kinds of tones. But it's a really neat color. But my question to my friends out there was what to do with the brick. And the votes are in. There was a couple of people said, leave the brick alone. If you have further comments, this is your last chance to chime in, folks. And some people said gray, people said white. I am going to do, I don't know if anyone knows what a wash is, but I'm going to do a white wash. And as you wash, you can either do dark washes and get gradually lighter, or light and get gradually darker. So I'm going to get with a white wash, and I'm going to endeavor to add just a little gray to that white. And so some bricks will be a super, super light gray, and some will be a light gray, and some will be maybe closer to a medium gray.
Nice.
And then I'm going to finish it off with what's called a dry brush technique. You were a painter at one time. You understand what a dry brush is.
Absolutely.
I'm going to dip that brush in white and really wipe it away and get rid of most of the color. And that will be great. And then when you go over the brick, it's really only going to lightly graze the high points. So it will keep that texture alive and looking quite brick-like.
Cool. Now you also been cooking a lot. You wanted to share a recipe?
Yep. I've been doing a lot of this. Again, the master class. I think I mentioned it last time. Master class is great. If you have extra time, you want to endeavor to learn some extra stuff, I highly encourage you to check out this class. But I'm cooking a lot, and I've been taking the Gordon Ramsay class. Unfortunately, I think my pictures aren't as awesome as it should be, but I made this bone-in chicken recipe, and it wasn't precisely Gordon Ramsay's recipe, but I stole a lot from it. And I take I take my chicken and I put it in the cast iron skillet, and I put some shallots, some garlic, olive oil, and that's where I kind of give it some color. And of course, I put in some rosemary, some thyme, and some sage, and I toss that and let that get some color. Salt and pepper, of course, and get the color to it. Then I put those the red potatoes in there, baby reds, and I dice them about a half-inch thick dice, chop on those, and cook those down. Then I throw it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes, and then I turn it about 10 more minutes, pull it back out, and you can see I pull out, it's got really pretty color on there, and then I pull that out, and I got the sauce, and I add like a cream, heavy cream to that, and it makes for a really, really nice sauce. That was a delicious meal, and the whole thing's 30 minutes, start to finish.
That's great.
Really great.
That's great.
So I encourage you to look into those kind of classes if you have some time. I've had a ton of fun with it.
Well, that's awesome. I love to cook, and appreciate you showing that kind of stuff. So listen, a little bit of back to the real world. Well, we're still in Star Wars land, so that's pretty awesome. But no, hey, little Corona update. So the city of Clovis has just released whatever. What have they done? They've lifted. That's the word I'm looking for. Lifted their shelter in place order, and we're not exactly sure what the ramifications of that are necessarily, like all of the specific rules. But I think they're saying, hey, go outside. Mickey's Yogurt was open again for takeout the other day. We're pretty excited about that, and I think you're going to see a lot more, non-essential businesses being open back up, getting people back to work, and getting us a little bit back to as normal as possible. So that's pretty exciting. In regards to real estate, a lot of counties out there had, because of the corona restrictions, had put it in place where if a home was occupied, you couldn't show it. And they had specific rules about that, where if people were sleeping in the house, heads on beds was the term we heard, then you couldn't show the house. That was the rule.
Right.
And so that has been lessened up a little bit, ease up on that. So hopefully a lot of counties will be able to do a lot more atypical or typical real estate activity, where people can take buyers to homes that are for sale and show them without the fear of getting a ticket or something, So.
Yeah, that's going to be, I mean, listen, it's just one of those things. It's such an important decision in anyone's life that the need to be there, see it, feel it, touch it, walk through it. We've done great with the videos and the virtual tours, and that's been very, very effective. But many people they're a little old school, and they gotta do that. So it's going to be nice to be able to do that. I do think as a result, you'll see a lot more homes going into escrow. That time on market start shrinking back down to what it was before, because the rates are still amazing. So if you're in the market, listen, and we still got to apply common sense, right? Wear your mask, practice social distancing, be aware.
Wash your hands. Yeah.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands when you come in. If you touch something, wash your hands. Like I was opening our door this morning, and I put my key in, and I turn it, and I use the key to actually open the door. So I didn't really touch anything other than the key that was already in my possession. So yeah, just be smart, people. We can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm pretty confident that that we will rise above and overcome. So it's pretty awesome. So listen, hey, we've had some great success here recently, and Noel's going to walk us through a few of our successes. Listen,
Yeah.
if you want to list a home, especially when we have these challenges, you need to have people that are willing to do what it takes to get the job done. And I feel very confident that we're doing that. So,
Well, I mean, as they say, the proof's in the pudding, and
so show us some
we've
pudding.
got, yeah. So pudding wise, and I don't necessarily think I'm going to jump into the file and re-show these homes because
Sure.
they are in contract. But so Shirley is. Do you remember the street number on Shirley?
Yes, like 3756, I think.
It's Shirley, and that was a Clovis property, and we've got that in contract. We're actually really close to zipping that up.
Yep.
So that should be what, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like
Yeah,
that.
late next week.
And
Should be closing escrow on that one.
And that went into contract at 260,000.
Yep.
Great. Cute little house.
Yeah, it's
and-
really nice. 4-bed, 2-bath. We're being able to help a veteran. He's currently active military and taking advantage of his VA benefits and
Take
buying a
advantage
house.
of those, man.
Buying a house. So that's great.
Hey, you worked hard to get those VA benefits.
Yep.
Use them.
You sacrificed.
Use
You
earned them.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
We've got a couple veterans that were lucky enough to be returning some service to them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
Listen,
pretty cool.
although I didn't serve myself, I take every advantage I can to give back to the veteran, the military community. Whether it's with my singing, my quartet, we do lots and lots of military benefit shows every year.
You did on Memorial Day.
Yeah, the Avenue of Flags, a Memorial Day service at the Fresno Memorial Gardens every year. Great service. Lots of family, including your father. Isn't he buried out there?
No.
No, he's
My father was cremated.
Right.
We have his ashes in an urn, and this year we will fulfill his wishes, and he will be scattered. We have to get a permit to do this, but he'll be scattered in Yosemite.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
looking forward to that family get together.
Yeah, no, but anyway. So there's lots and lots of great things to do. I've got my father is a vet, served in Vietnam in the Navy, and I've got baby brother who just got out, served in the Navy, and my brother-in-law served in the Navy. So lots and lots of vets in our family,
Yep.
And we appreciate everything that you do. And we try to give back as much as we can. And Noel, obviously, is also a vet.
My father was a command sergeant major and served honorably for 24 years, and he saw both Korea and Vietnam.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
I'm
vet and a half.
privileged to also sing at Noel's father's funeral.
That was the best.
I have the shell from the 21 gun salute that
Yeah.
Noel gifted me.
That was pretty cool.
Help remember your dads.
Hoorah, vets. So Shirley went into contract, almost done. Subsequently, on the other side of Shirley, it's great. We had a nice listing in 1001 Silmar, number 85.
Mm-hmm.
So we represented the sellers on that, and the
buyer,
the buyers,
the owner of Glen Kippen,
is a owner of Glen Kippen. So
Yep.
who we were listing her house. So
Yep.
we sold her house, and she bought our other client's listing. So it's great. I'm so happy, and those are all getting close to wrapping up too. We've got our final inspections being done, and the last few home improvements that were being done on that property on Silmar, and
Yep.
and that's getting close. So that is 3 deals that are close to wrapping up, and then San Ramon is now off the market.
Yep, it's now pending, which is great.
Yeah, we took
Super
that.
excited for them.
Went pending with that last week, and that's trucking along, and that's allowing those sellers to complete their transaction, their purchase in Turlock,
Little town of Denair.
right?
Right.
And on Heald.
Yep.
So that's 5 that are in contract, close to wrapping up.
Yep.
But so that leaves us a little bit less personal inventory.
Right.
Although we did pick up a new listing.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, that's a family relation. Okay. And it's a 2-bed, 2-bath in northwest Fresno. And it'll go live in about, probably not this coming week. It'll probably be the Monday after that, I'm guessing, which is what, the 17th, 18th, something like that. 221,900. This is a great entry-level home for someone. It's in pretty good shape. There are tenants in there, so if you are looking to buy an investment property, you've got tenants in place. So we can't really market that because it's not live yet. But if this sounds like something you or someone you know might be interested in, please reach out to us. And as soon as it is live, we will obviously get that data to you.
Perfect.
What else do we got left?
All right. So listen, hey, we have a really cool investment property or first-time home buyer, kind of a project home up in the Chowchilla area, right off the 99 and Avenue 24 on Fairmead.
Fairmead.
Yeah, it's 2-bed, 1-bath. Does need a little bit of work, but it's
an acre though.
It is a full acre of land.
It's huge.
43,560 square feet of property.
Wow, did you do that in your head, or did you take off your shoes?
I'm just one of those, like, I remember numbers. Like,
well. Okay, Rain Man.
Yeah.
47 matches.
Yeah, only on Sunday.
Sorry, movie quotes. That's going to be a thing. How many movie quotes can we squeeze into
every episode? That's right. Oh! Anyway, so yeah, we got Fairmead. It's currently listed at 159.9. So for under 160 grand, you can live the American dream.
You know what we didn't do this episode that we had been talking about doing is entering with the intro stuff rather than splicing it in afterwards.
That's true. That's true. We didn't.
One of these days, it's like going to the beach. Every time you get a little bit better and you remember one more thing,
right?
Because then you ultimately, when you go to the beach, you realize you've brought an entire household of stuff to go to the beach.
Speaking of going to the beach,
yeah,
boy, I'd like to go. we know we should do a poll. How many of you are planning to go to the beach now that things are opening up? I mean.
Yeah, I actually just had this conversation with a friend of mine, and we were reminded that, the beaches are still closed. Apparently, maybe that's going to change here in the next
As
few
far as
days.
I know, is only Orange County was closed down by the governor.
But I have a family beach that I can go to.
Fielding Beach.
It's not. It's my son's grandfather's property on his mother's side. But he and I are very, very close friends, and he will allow me to go camp on that as long as I'm responsible. And
Wow.
I clearly am. So
Yeah, clearly.
I'm gonna go.
Do you have to also hunt pigs while you're there and eradicate some?
Yeah.
Of
I'm on the beach, so I generally fish.
Oh,
When on the
fish. You don't. Okay.
I actually fish. Yeah,
You-
that's
you
a-
could- you-
that
you-
big
you
thing,
hunt-
that
so
big
you-
blue thing is full of water,
so you
and
hunt
that
for
water
fish.
contains fish.
Got it.
Lots of them.
Okay.
Rock cod, lingcod, surf perch. Best
Uh,
fish,
so
best
Bill-
fish tacos ever.
Bill Izard says we're not allowed to go to the beach.
Well, Bill Izard is my dear family friend.
Oh.
He is in New Zealand. I don't know if he's in New Zealand presently. His father, my father, and his father were big friends, and my father is actually in his dad's memoirs, as my dad was his business banking partner and helped fund some of his business operations in the 70s. And it was, great friends, the neatest people in the world. Hi, Bill. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to Linda.
We would love to know if Bill is. Are you talking about New Zealand or we're talking about somewhere else? We'd love to know where specifically are you talking about, Bill?
Yeah.
Great.
Let us know if the New Zealand beaches are closed too. I'm sure they are. I'm sure
probably,
they are.
Probably. Yeah. It's crazy. This whole.
Everyone, it seems like almost everyone globally has gone through some level of this type of lockdown, some probably more severe than others, but certainly interesting. And
crazy. So hey, back to our listings real quick. We don't want to take up too much time.
because we do got a couple other topics to hammer
absolutely.
onto, and we only got about 8 minutes left here, buddy.
We have an amazing condo townhome in Gilroy on Williamsburg that's for sale. Got a lot of activity right now. If you know anybody that either works or commutes to San Jose, for instance, looking to get into a home of their own, first-time home buyer, downsizing, it's really a great little place.
Go to our website and look at this thing. We've got great pictures. We've got great video.
Yep.
Check it out. It's a fantastic and it's a good value.
Absolutely. What property we don't talk about a lot because it is somewhat of a unique situation is our listing on 1346 Safford.
Yeah.
This is a cool home in the Tower District. It's got a main house and a mother-in-law back unit. The main house is 2-bed, 1 bath, about 800 square feet, if I recall. And the back unit is a 1-bed, 1 bath studio, kind of not really a studio setup because it does have a bedroom with a bathroom, a little living area with a kitchen, and it's really great. Total move-in ready. The previous owner had it as a rental.
Yeah, and they from sticks up, they did almost everything that you could do on this place. So it's a really, really nice home. They are trying to, so the current owner wants to sell it with tenants in place. So we're looking for someone who's looking specifically for an investment property.
Yep,
So
we're looking for an investor who's willing to pay the $225 listing price on it and move in with cash flow and tenants.
So it's a neat
great
property.
place to hold your money, to make a little money, and have a little security with real estate.
Then the sister ship on Silmar, number 84.
That's right.
Is beautiful. It's ready. We just had a price reduction. It's $89.9, right?
That is correct.
Super nice property. Again, get to the website and check this fully remodeled manufactured home out. It's great. If you're thinking about that kind of living, as we've said before, the Woods is the premier community in Clovis.
Absolutely. Then we mentioned our friend's property last week in Palm Springs. If you have anybody interested in investment property, vacation rental, that sort of thing, it's a fantastic community to own real estate in. And whether it's a place where you use couple of times a year yourself and then rent it out the rest of the year, or move on down. You know, a lot of people live there full time, so it's a great community. This home is beautiful.
It's beautiful,
completely remodeled, stem to stern. And
now I don't think that shows up on our website, but if it's something you're interested in, we do have links to the property available, and so we can get you to see that video and see those photos and that great content.
So hey, listen, last 5 minutes of our show, Noel, we wanted to talk about just some best practices.
Yeah, because
if you're a home seller, right?
With these restrictions being lifted, I think there's a lot of people out there that have been wanting to sell, but waiting for things to get normalized a little bit before they went on the market, right? Because it was a tougher time to show properties. But one of the first things you got to do is 99% of people that are selling are buying something else, right? A replacement property, whether it's an upsize or a downsize or whatever they're doing. You got to get qualified, people. If you're buying, you have to go and talk to a lender like our friend Angel, like Steve, like Drew, and let us help you if you don't know where to start with that. Please don't just go randomly online. Make sure you're considering lenders in that marketplace first. That pre-qualification allows you to shop intelligently and not just look for any old home on the market. You're going to look for the homes that fit your needs based on the price you can afford.
Well, and let's deal with it. I mean, quite frankly, nobody gets super excited about selling a house, right?
Well, it's a thing.
Right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to sell your house. And but what you do get excited about is the home you're going to move into, the home you get to buy, right? That's what we fall in love with. That's what we really are super excited about. So getting qualified with a lender, making sure you know exactly if you need a loan, get it up front. Don't worry about your credit. Having a lender run your credit is not going to hurt your credit score unless.
Well, don't speculate. Don't guess about what you don't know. Exactly. Okay, that's silly.
Exactly.
To sit in fear of that stuff. Go find out the truth. Go to the doctor. Go get your teeth checked, and go to your lender and figure out how you qualify. And it's going to make you feel a lot better at the end of the day.
Yep.
If you're not qualifying for what you want, they're going to teach you about how to increase your qualifications and get a better deal.
Exactly. Just another couple of things to prepare for, best practice for preparing to sell your home, right? I know last time we sold our home, it took us, I think, 3 weekends before we went live to do what, Noel?
Well, before you're going to go live and sell your home and get the best dollar, right? The best bang for your buck. Get the biggest return on your investment. You've got to prepare your home. And there's a lot of people that put too much thought into this, and they want to remodel a kitchen or remodel a bathroom or do something silly. We want to effectively prepare your home to sell. And there are some things that you can do. These are the best bang for your buck, right?
Yep.
What can I do for a little bit of money that gets me a lot of money? That's what everyone's after.
Yeah, it took us 3 full weekends just to declutter the inside.
You got to declutter.
All of the little,
and that costs you little, maybe the price of a few boxes.
That's all we did. We went down to, well, back then, Order Supply hardware was still open and around, right? Unfortunately, they're gone now.
Went
down to Osh. Yeah, went down to Osh, bought a dozen boxes for $20 or whatever, and we just started throwing the unnecessary stuff.
That's it.
Packing it, right?
Yeah. The Encyclopedia Britannicas that you haven't looked at in 47 years anyway. Box those suckers up. Excessive amount of pictures and trinkets and stuff like that. You can leave some stuff out. You still live in there, but because you do want it to look nice. You want it to convey allow people to move in or walk through your home and see it and get an idea of what it will be like when they're there.
Exactly.
Right.
We always say to try to make it like a model home. Less is more, and just make things as impersonal and beautiful as you can.
And the last couple things is get your curb appeal up, clean the yard, pull the weeds, mow, edge, blow, get the leaves out of there.
Yep.
And present you. And if there's any touch-up painting around the doorway, if you have a porch or patio, touch that stuff up. It looks really good.
Hey, listen, just to go along with this, Noel and I offer a absolutely free, no strings attached, pre-listing consultation. We're happy to come by, and I guarantee you, we can tell you how to get $10,000 more for your home than it is right now. You just let us come by and
simple stuff.
Yep, walk through it with you. In fact, we've even been known to just jump in and help out if you need it. So just let us know. And and then listen, when you do go live, you just got to bite the bullet and make yourself available. Make the property as available as possible. No restrictions, if you can. Within reason, obviously.
All right, folks. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Please share it. Subscribe on our YouTube. Like it, share it, and that would be great. Next week, tune in. We're going to have our friend Sarah Plowman from Old Republic Title step in and talk about some hot button issues that are affecting real estate via the title company, the escrow company.
Look forward to that. And hey, it's Adam Kitten and Noel Fielding, the KF Home Sales team of Quality First Real Estate in Clovis, California. Signing out.
See you guys.